Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your March 2023, second half of March love reading for singles. I do pick up on situationships and relationships sometimes as well if you want to hang around, but this is primarily for Gemini singles. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Gemini. Well, we just had these two cards come out from the last reading that got mixed into this deck. I'm not going to take them. They were in reverse. It just felt like a no to me. All right. What's going on present time for Gemini in their love life? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Strength card. The Devil in the recent past at the root of the reading in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the past in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in the outcome. And Page of Swords in the coming days and weeks position. So, present times, I feel like a lot of you could be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Leo. Or even a Capricorn here. So anyways, I already said that. It feels like whoever you're dealing with is very stubborn and obstinate, or it could be you, like finding an inner resolve all of a sudden to just sort of stand your ground. You know, in this card, she is taming the lion, but she has infinite strength, you know, so it's like you're just not going to put up with any stubbornness, I feel like, Gemini, and, you know, look at all the yellow in these cards. It's like you're ready for something new. You're tired of the stuck and stagnant energy. You may feel like, especially if you're feminine, that you lost touch with yourself, or you're not feeling grounded. So it's almost like, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles in reverse is you digging your feet in the ground. Like, I need to see results and I need to see them now. But the Devil in reverse, I feel like there could have been someone who was obsessed over you, that you are just like, you know, listen, you need to act right, or I'm not going to entertain this anymore. But you may be having a hard time letting go of them, even in the coming months. But it's like you're trying your hardest, you know. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like in the coming days and weeks, the way that you're trying to do this is by distracting yourself, by not focusing on them, by, you know, I think maybe the advice some of you need to hear is by refocusing on yourself. You know, right now, and I was feeling this a lot with Sagittarius, or not, Pisces and Libra, I think it was with the Five of Pentacles, but with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you're just really should go this way, I think. You are just really kind of in the Four of Pentacles. It's like you're holding on to the connection, but you're pushing it away. So I feel like this tug of war, this resistance within you. It's like you want to move on. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers, Gemini, to see what's really going on here. So tell me about the Strength card and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this stuck, stagnant, obstinate energy that Gemini is in or working against. The Eight of Pentacles, yes, see, the Eight of Pentacles is working hard. Look at them there, making the horseshoes. Now, in one of the readings, if you guys watched your rising signs at all, or your cross-watching, I kept saying horseshoes when I meant seahorses. I think it was Sagittarius reading, which ironically, well, Capricorn's a sea goat and Sagittarius is a horse. Oh, and that's funny, there's a horse in here too. So something's going on with me, maybe I'll tell you guys next round what it was. There's definitely something going on with me and horseshoes and horses. I'm not sure. Anyway, so, you know, you're working really hard. And it could be that you're just not open to anything because you're working so hard for some of you Geminis. But for others of you, I feel like you're working really hard to make this work. But you feel like you're coming up against some really, you know, stuck energy. And it's just really frustrating. And you feel like you're not. So it's interesting, even though, you know, it's like going backwards. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you feel like you're not getting the fruit of your labor. So you're working really hard, but you're not really getting anywhere, and you're just feeling stuck. So you're trying to be strong and see it through. And this could be in literal work, because we're dealing with a lot of pentacles here. You know, it is a love reading, but take it how it applies and resonates. Some of you, it very well could be a work situation. Or just life. You feel like, you know, I've been working all these years, and I felt like I would be a lot further by now. Page of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Queen of Wands. So even if you're trying not to pay attention to this person, Gemini, the Queen of Wands is hard to ignore. You know, I wouldn't say she's the most attractive queen, but she's the queen that gets the most attention. And so even when I'm reading for other signs aside from Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, which you very well could be dealing with here, I also can, see that a Gemini at times can show up as the Queen of Wands. So you may also be kind of raising your standards and not accepting anything where you have to go and look and play the mystery game and what are they posting on social media because you know your worth as well. Could be you here. Some of you, this could be someone that you're intimidated by or a third party that you're worried about. Let's pull clarifier on that. Okay, so I'm getting for like one or two of you, it's a very small few of you, that your person, and this is, I have like 3 other stories for this combination right here, but your person could very well, some of you is living with someone else, with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and so that's why you're just kind of choosing to give up here. And you may have been trying, maybe this person told you, this happens every day, that they were going to leave this person, but in that they weren't, physical with them, but they are still physical with them if this is the Queen of Wands. So I do have to tell you that. And then you would know if they're living with this person. But for most of you, what I'm getting is that this person that you're really attracted to, you want to have a home with. Now, it's interesting because Pentacles would be more that grounding energy. We do have 2 4s here, if that's significant to any of you. But, you would think the 4 of Pentacles, and if I ever make a deck, I might do this, would be more of that grounding, rooting energy. But it's more of a holding on, hoarding type of energy, not letting go even when you should. With the 4 of Wands, it's like, in the traditional deck, you can see the 4 posts lined up there. It's the 1111 card. In this deck, it's a tree house, but it's a stability, security, somewhere you can build a nest. Like, you have to own a house to build a tree house. You know what I mean? So this person makes you feel very passionate about that. Like you could have that with them. You feel like that connection is passionate enough, yet stable enough, yet you're in agreement enough. The 1111 aspect to it. So some of you, it's like, you're not even thinking twice about it. You're just going to go ahead and go for this person. But for others of you, it's like that's what you really want. And since you don't quite know how it's going to happen, you're just trying not to think about this person. Or you might be worried about other attention that they're getting or that they may settle down with someone else. The 6 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to say like 20%-ish, give or take. This is a new person. So you've just been really focused on work. And you're letting, you've been really doing shadow work and letting go of toxic habits and making good routines. And all of a sudden, here comes this Queen of Wands. Now, if you're a female, this could be a male. But it's going to be a male coming in, seeing you as very attractive, seeing you as somebody that he could just move right in with and, nest with and have passion, not worry that he's ever going to get bored. So that's what the 6 of Cups in reverse is telling me. So the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like for a lot of you, when this person comes in or whoever you're dealing with, they are your wish fulfillment and you are getting what you want. But it's hard for you because you feel like, and it's funny, only the 2 pentacles are showing here, which is, usually the juggling, even though this is the 4 pentacles. So you are grounded with your feet, but when it comes to your identity as the Queen of Swords, again, you could be a male and still be the Queen of Swords. It's just, think of chess. It's just a different type of energy, how you move the board. Once you're king, you're kind of settled and you've mastered everything. When you're a queen, you're protecting your mastery. You're, moving all over the place, strategizing. So with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you may not be talking enough about how you feel about things, and that could be keeping you kind of stuck and stagnant. But with the 9 of Cups, it's like, overall, when you look at your life, you have a lot to appreciate, and especially if you are connecting with this new person, because of the way that they're coming in, it's very passionate. So it's maybe more of a case of you fearing that you might lose your identity in this connection, even though it's what you really want, and that's what you're trying to juggle here and balance. So you're holding on very tight to the connection. And if it is someone from the past, which I know for some of you it's going to be, it's whoever you have in mind, it's like you want to work through these obstacles and these past, issues and challenges and get back to this, but you've lost yourself a few times here, so you're not quite sure, and you put a lot into this, and so you're going to get caught in this sort of love bubble if it's someone from the past in the coming days and weeks. So you're really weighing, like, is this long term going to be what I want it to be or not? So let's get some advice for Gemini about that. Is this connection worth putting so much into when they feel like they can't see any evidence of change? I do think it is smart to guard your heart there, you know, as the Strength card, though, Gemini. Is this going to be worth it for them? You know, this could feel like passion falling off, but with the Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like it isn't an off and on thing. You know, it is something that you can rely on. This person doesn't, you know, even though you might be a little intimidated by them or afraid that they might just leave you behind and forget you because they're so attractive here, so you want to pin them into this, you know, like, oh, when are we going to move in together, or what's the plan there? You know, there's a lot of unknowns here that make you uncertain, but you just have to follow your intuition and be patient. And I want to pull more clarifiers for this. Yeah, you'll get to your 10 of Pentacles here. So this person, you know, you may have, 3 of Pentacles. So they may have made you feel a little insecure in the past if it is somebody from the past you're connecting with. Or it could be that you've been working through past insecurities, you know, just from your caregivers. And so you're able to choose better. So you manifested this person, but I do feel like they're coming in very quickly. Yes, you may have some reservations about the changes that you have to make logically, but emotionally you're going to be very fulfilled and passionately, and it really can long term. I mean, that was basically what it came down to me asking was, is this worth investing that 8 of Pentacles energy into? You may not see evidence. You may not see it for a few months, but just enjoy that physical connection. I had that talk with Aquarius. Sometimes, you know, they say you have to build the emotional bond and all that first. And yeah, you should probably know that whoever you're with is not a serial killer. Like, you should probably know somewhat their routine before you get involved. But sometimes you can go off your passions and it can really work out and turn into something stable. So I hope this helped, Gemini. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and light. If you are single and, you know, you're feeling impatient, then I would go ahead and check out the divine-timing-database.org. It's divine-timing-database.org, and the links are below. If you want a personal reading from me, those links are below as well. Do be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, especially if you love astrology. And I will be putting out more and more tarot videos, but I have a huge body of work with astrology, and the more that you like and subscribe and support the channel, the faster I can get out like the big 144 series to you guys, where I cover all the sun, moon, and rising signs, and the celebrity synastry series, where I, you know, break down how to really look at synastry and apply it. So, and I also provide those astrology readings on rotation411.com. You can do live chat with me on readings.psychicsgold.com. Again, the links are below. So I hope this helped. It looks very promising. You know, this is Aries season through March, because we have a 3 here, but Aries season through Taurus season looks pretty solid for you. You're at least going to have a very attractive companion that, you know, makes you feel good, but I do feel like it's going to be a lot longer than that this connection sticks around. So yes, even if you're working hard in your own life, you are aligning with this. You know, even if you're not seeing the fruit yet, it is going to pay off. So all right, I digress. Lots of love, blessings, and light to you, Gemini.